Welcome to the Elder Care channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm the Marketing Director for Horizon Elder Law, as well as the host of the Contra Costa County Elder Care channel. I'm here with Joe Betancourt from Interim HealthCare. Interim HealthCare of East Bay was first established in the early 70s. Joe purchased his franchise in 2003 and since has worked with numerous organizations and nonprofits helping to create synergistic solutions for the healthcare and aging population in Contra Costa and Alameda counties. Prior to owning Interim, he worked in the long-term care business and financial planning industry for over 20 years. Horizon Elder Law has been affiliated with Joe since about 2008. Joe, why did you decide to change career paths?
Well, that's a good question, Stephanie. After being in the insurance industry for many years, way back when my grandmother actually came down and was battling cancer. And so as a result, I watched my mom and my grandfather work with her through her cancer stages and realized that if there was an opportunity for me to try to help seniors or help somebody by providing some options, that was something that I wanted to do. And so I transitioned out of the insurance industry and started my own agency with Interim HealthCare.
That's great. Well, can you share what types of services Interim HealthCare provides?
Sure. So Interim HealthCare can provide services anywhere from 4 hours at a time all the way up to 24-hour around-the-clock care for individuals to help keep them comfortable and safe in their homes and help the families with support services. And that can be around families dynamics that they have right now, and it could be as a backup or it could be full-time agency care depending on what a client would need.
Great. And you also do some staffing for other agencies, hospitals, things like that. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So our staffing services, we actually provide services in the hospital and skilled arena through nurses and LVNs and RNs and physical therapists. We do provide some staff and support services for other agencies in the area. When they run short on staff, they call Interim to be able to come and fill their needs that they have. So we do have relationships with other agencies as well as hospitals, doctors' offices, and clinics around Contra Costa and Alameda counties.
That's great. So what sets Interim apart from other competitors?
That's a great question. Interim actually provides not only, I believe, great services, but there's a few things that set us aside from our competition. One is my background is in long-term care, and so we are able to get long-term care policies paid and billed for folks quicker than usually the check comes or the bill comes from our office. And a lot of times as you're an adult or an older child, it becomes difficult to have to navigate through an insurance world while you're dealing with family or a loved one that's sick. And so we take that burden off the family or off the individual client, and we actually do the billing services for them on long-term care. That is a specialty that we provide. And then also, we do a really good job of matching clients with their caregivers. So many times if you've had an individual that's lived on their own for so many years, it's difficult to transition to having somebody come into your house or be there with you on a regular basis. And so we do a good job not only of providing the right components for the services that are needed, but also the right component for the demographic and the personality match that's needed in the house. And I think thirdly, it all comes down to people. In Interim HealthCare, we've got great people, not only in our field, but also on our office staff that help to support the needs of our clients and the community at large. So.
That's great. Yeah, I've met a lot of your staff, and I think everyone's great over there.
Excellent.
Without using any real names, do you have an example of a particular client or patient, I don't know what you call them, that your staff went above and beyond to help?
Sure. So I'll give you a couple, maybe at least one example. We have a client that came to us, it's been over 8 years, and it's a client that's close to my heart. I make regular visits on a weekly basis just to check in and see how things are going. And this individual now is going to be 99 years old this year. He's a veteran. But the interesting thing about the client is he's been taking care of his wife for many years. His wife suffers from dementia, and for the first couple years of her diagnosis, he primarily was the caregiver. As things went on, he noticed that he needed to get a break himself, and so the client came to us and we started to provide service. We billed his long-term care for him, so services stay within the amount that the long-term care pays for. He doesn't have to worry about that. But the families really, like all of our families, become close to us and actually like an adopted family. And so we spent Thanksgiving together. We went out to dinner for Thanksgiving and brought him actually to our place. And we took some food over at different times to their place just for special occasions. And I think, again, with most of our clients and all of them, we treat them like they're our own family. But that's just one example of how we can help. And it's nice to be there, and it's fulfilling for me, I think, as a person or individual to be able to help people in their time of need.
Excellent. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
We work with Horizon on many occasions, and I think that Horizon Interim relationship can be really beneficial for anybody out there that's looking for services or looking for how they may want to look at their life as they do age. And I do talk to my clients on a regular basis, and one of the common questions I ask them is, when was the last time you reviewed your will or trust? And so many times I can kind of chuckle and say, I don't know where it's at. And so then that indicates it's been a while since it's been dusted off and looked at. And we feel really confident sending people back to Horizon to be able to change. So anybody out there, if you haven't done proactive planning and how you want to age in the process, good to seek out a professional advisor to help you make the life that you want it to be as you do go through the aging process.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Interim is an excellent company and they offer many services. If you'd like to contact Joe at Interim, you can call their office at 925-944-5779. Thank you so much for visiting our Elder Care channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. We hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for having us, and you have a great day.
Thanks.